What up, guys? Today we're in the capital of Austin, Texas. It's a great day. We're going to be going around asking people some questions, getting to know what's up. We got Matt behind the camera, and yeah, it should be fun. Excuse me, we're doing a school project, asking people what they do for a living. Would you guys be interested in answering some questions?
Sure.
All right, cool. You good? All right, so what type of industry are y'all in?
I'm in the construction industry.
Okay. Do you like own your own firm or like?
I am one of the owners of
Cool,
my firm.
cool.
Yeah.
What got you into like the construction industry?
Gosh, I wish I could tell you it was because I wanted to. It was
Family business.
My family.
Family business, yeah.
Cool.
I grew up around it and then was kind of forced into it. Went to college for a year and then realized it wasn't for me and then came back and started in the industry.
Got you. If you were to do something different, would you do anything different?
Not
if you were
at
given
all.
like a second chance?
Not at all.
Okay.
I mean, it's been the most fruitful thing that I could have ever imagined. From when I started, I hated it when I started. It was hard work. You had to get up really early in the morning, and it wasn't for me. Look at me now, 30 some odd years later, I'm still here doing it, and I love it.
Awesome. If there was someone trying to get into the same industry as you, what advice would you give them?
Commit to yourself, right? It's hard work. You've got to be passionate about what you want to do and how you're going to get there, but commit to yourself and show up every day.
Gotcha. All right, thank you all so much. Have a good one. We're doing a school project, asking people what they do. Would you mind answering a couple questions?
Yeah, go for it.
All right, so we're just going around asking people what they do for a living. So
Tech recruiting.
tech recruiting?
Yeah.
So like the tech industry?
Yeah. Gaming specifically.
Gaming. Do you work for any like big companies that like I don't know.
Zynga, Take-Two Interactive.
I've heard of those.
Yeah, that's who he works for. Like Rockstar Games, same company.
Okay, how long have you been working in those industries?
3 years at this company.
Okay. If you were to give advice to your younger self, what would you tell you?
Take risks, put yourself out there, and don't be afraid to fail.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, I think I've played a Take-Two game before, so like I probably made it. Something like that. Asking people some advice I give to the younger generation. Would y'all mind answering some questions?
Hey, what's up, man? Live, bro. We going up on TikTok?
Yeah.
All right.
YouTube and TikTok.
All right, man. Let's get it.
All right, so what industry do y'all currently work in?
Cybersecurity.
Cybersecurity?
Yes, sir. Same.
Okay, so y'all both work in cybersecurity. How long have y'all been doing that?
A few years.
Okay. Same?
Few years.
All right, what advice would you give people who are trying to work in cybersecurity as well?
I would say the first thing is to identify exactly what specialty in cybersecurity and attack that because it's a broad industry, so you want to attack, the red team, blue team, GRC. You want to identify exactly what you really want to do and go from there.
Cool.
Yeah, man, I think, just do your Googles, do your research, there's always people around you that can help on TikTok, on YouTube, Twitter, whatever you got going on, your network is very, very important. It's not, what you know, it's mainly who you know. That does the most. That's done the most for me. That's done the most for a lot of people around me in not just cybersecurity, but any field of life. So, do your Googles, do your research, and always make sure your network is strong. Yeah, so the life advice that I live by is, integrity, right? You know what I'm saying? Staying down, staying true to your word, and never folding, you know what I mean? If you got integrity, I always believe that, anything you really want is always going to come back for you at some point in time, right? But once your integrity is broken, it's like your reputation. You can't get it back, right? Or it's extremely hard to get it back. So, have a strong integrity, stay true to your values, your morals, you are good.
Gotcha. All right, thank y'all. Excuse me. So we're going around asking people what they do for a living for videos. Would you be interested in answering some questions?
Yeah.
All right. So, what kind of industry do you work in?
That's a good question. Consulting?
Consulting?
Yeah.
What got you into consulting?
I've been in operations for 13 years,
Okay.
and I think I realized I'm not an ideal person. Like, you give me your idea, I can make it work, I can poke the holes, we can make it bigger.
Yeah.
But I'm not really the one that comes up with the ideas. I make it make sense and tell you it's terrible.
So what advice would you give someone who's trying to get into the same industry as you?
If we're talking about advice, I wouldn't tell anybody necessarily about the consulting route, but just about entrepreneurship. It takes longer than you think it does. No matter how long you think it takes longer. And I think people always see the big sexy part of it. You have a 94% chance of failing. That's not a bad thing. It means come into it expecting that if you fail, it's okay. Try again. But you have to be able to go through it and know, what can I gain from this? Even if it doesn't work the way I think it's supposed to work, what can I pick up from it?
Awesome.
Definitely.
Got you. Thank you so much. That's great. Pretty good advice from a dude just skating around the streets. I mean, honestly, that was good advice. Honestly, like, you don't hear a lot of people saying, like, talking about, like, the failure aspect of it. And, yeah. All right, guys, that's going to be it for episode 1 of, I guess we're calling this street interviews. Some cool takeaways we learned was the one guy on the skateboard talked about failure and how, like, if you don't get it the first time, you got to keep going, which I thought was really cool, because he said that like 96% of people don't succeed on their first try. And just, it makes sense. Like, you got to keep going if you really want to achieve what you want to do, which was cool. And then we talked to we got a bunch of footage. So there was a lot of cool takeaways just about what industries people were in and advice on how they got in that and what they would do again. Some of the questions we asked, just stuff like that. So.